beginning of the struggle. We observed this right from the beginning of the first financial year of our term. We have had a series of town clerks. And the reason has been when the legislation arm, that is now the council, the councillors and the mayor, we observe that the people in the office of the town clerk, UNET has a number of officers there. There is a principal town clerk, there is a deputy town clerk, there is an assistant town clerk. When we realize they are not executing their mandate in accordance to the law, they are conducting business in the interest of themselves, not in the interest of the public. We have always condemned them. We have come out and engaged the several stakeholders. We have written to IGG. All institutions or authorities charged with the oversight role, we have come to their attention. We have concerned the office of the RCC severally, and we've had several engagements. And their recommendations have always been, town clerk, please start being accountable when it comes to government funds. Start being cooperative and make sure you work hand in hand with the councillors who are the legislation arm of this government. Despite all the recommendations and interventions from different offices, Office of RCC, IGG, City Mayor, City Clerk, these accounting officers have continuously financially mismanaged the institution. This is a conduct of corruption. We believe such a practice amounts to abuse of office. We believe all of these are criminal practices that should be prosecuted in the courts of the law. But whenever we involve other stakeholders, they advise us that dialogue should be your first approach. And we've always taken the dialogue as our alternative measure to resolve some of these disputes. Now we are coming to the end of our term. We are seeing dialogue in that sense, in that spirit, is not gaining any fruits. It's not giving us any results. Now we have decided to take this approach. And today, we have agreed as the councillors of this division that we have come here to express our dissatisfaction, to express our opinion to the best of our knowledge as the leaders of this institution, that there is no need of continuing to operate an institution of government that has contrarily decided to conduct business not in the interest of service delivery and accountability, but in the interest of enriching themselves with the government resources. So we are saying enough is enough. We are calling upon the office of the RCC. We are calling upon the office of IGG. We are calling upon the office of State House Anti-Corruption Unit. We are calling upon the office of Minister of Local Government and any other authorities that are charged with oversight role when it comes to management of government resources to please take our voice seriously, take our outcry seriously as leaders of this institution, and come out and give redress to this criminality that our people are suffering, that is engineered by the office of the town clerk. Why should we continue picking money from the people as a tax, when at the end of the day, the money is not to the benefit of the people, but is to the benefit of a town clerk? Of recent, last week, we received the release of over 110 million in the form of local revenue. Money that was generated from our people here, taxpayers. We have a budget that we participated in preparation, and then finally we approved this budget as the legislation arm. This budget is a tool that guides us on how much we should expect and how much we should spend on what particular area of service delivery. Now, this is a tool that the accounting officer has totally disregarded. When he's expending the money of government, he does not follow the budget. A sign that he's not willing to be held accountable. He spends the money as if he's spending his own money from the pocket. Constantly, we have asked him, demanded him to produce reports indicating the expenditure lines of all the monies that we have been receiving in this institution. But all such efforts have been rendered null and void. The man is not cooperative, and he's not alone. Even his predecessors, the former town clerks, we've had a series of them. I think he's the fourth. Is he the fourth or the third? The fourth. They have been acting in the same spirit. Now, to us, it looks like there is a culture, a general culture, that the accounting officers who are sent to us by the Ministry of Local Government, I think, come with the procedures from the ministry to come and financially mismanage the resources of these local governments. Because it is the case here in Industrial State Division, we have vividly experienced the same scenario in Northern City Division local government. We have experienced the same when it comes to the mother council, that is Mbale City Council, or Mbale City local government. So we are wondering and also compelling the Minister of Local Government to come out and give us his opinion regarding this kind of scenario, this kind of culture that has been ongoing from time to time. Of recent, we had a baraza which attracted several commissioners. We call them the Secretary Generals. Are they called Secretary Generals? Yes. The permanent secretaries, yes, from all the ministries of Uganda. We had a baraza in our locality, within our locality, Nauyo. And people came out openly and responded to the reports that had been given to the public before the permanent secretaries, indicating how far service delivery has been accorded to the localities, and also trying to show that they are accountable. But the response from the public was, whatever reports that were given on that day were a lie. We are not reflecting the actual status of this institution. So we are saying, look, permanent secretary, local government, permanent secretary, Ministry of Local Government, please, what you heard from our people, the expression from our people, expressing their dissatisfaction with the manner in which these institutions are being managed, especially by the technical officers, is very true, and it continues despite your recommendations. So we are still calling for your intervention. Please come out to the rescue of Industrial State Division local government, but also to the rescue of Mbale City. Because most of the revenue of Mbale City comes from Industrial State Division, to a tune of billions of money in a financial year, acquired out of local revenue. Come out and address this issue. Hold these accounting officers accountable as the law demands. But we are saying, as you look forward to doing that, temporarily, our tentative position is we cannot continue having these officers in their offices. Yes. The town clerk cannot continue being in his office while he is. Yes. While his intention is best well known to us, to financially incapacitate this institution of government, yes, to cripple this institution of government. I finally conclude by saying we have a corrupt town clerk that we cannot afford to work with from today onward. Not until the Ministry of Local Government and the other authorities of government that are charged with the oversight role come out and pronounce themselves on this kind of behavior. Otherwise, as leaders, to the best of our knowledge, we are accounting to public that, look, there is no service delivery, not until other stakeholders of government come out and address this issue of corruption in our government.